Every Aadi, Friday, lakhs of devotees walk barefoot on the Chennai-Kolkata highway in the dark hours before dawn. Some have walked through the night. Some have come from other states. Many are wearing no shoes. And some are wearing no ordinary clothes at all. They have wrapped their bodies in neem leaves. They are all walking to one small town 45 kilometers north of Chennai. A town whose name means Great Army Camp. And they are going to see a goddess who is the sister of Lord Krishna himself, who escaped from the clutches of a demon king, warned him of his death, and chose this river bank as her eternal home. This is the Aadi Valley temple of Tamil Nadu. This is Periyapalayam Bhavani Amman. Welcome to Sthala Puranam, where we uncover the root stories of India's most sacred temples. Today we travel to Periyapalayam, 45 kilometers north of Chennai, on the Chennai-Kolkata highway, in Tiruvallur district of Tamil Nadu, on the banks of the sacred Aadi river. But before we enter this temple, we need to understand the important month of the temple. Aadi, the fourth month of the Tamil calendar, falling between mid-July and mid-August, is the month most sacred to the Divine Mother in Tamil Nadu. It is the month when the sun enters the Kadaka Rasi, when the cosmic feminine energy is believed to be at its most powerful and most accessible. The ancient texts describe Aadi as the month when the mother goddess herself descends close to the earth, when her Shakti is most readily available to those who seek her. In Tamil Nadu, this manifests as the Aadi Fridays, Aadi Velli, the 4 Fridays of this sacred month. Friday is already the most auspicious day for goddess worship in the Tamil tradition. When Aadi and Velli, Aadi Fridays combine, the result is the most powerful window for goddess worship in the entire year. And across Tamil Nadu, millions of people use these 4 Fridays to visit their most beloved goddess temples. But one temple in particular draws a crowd so vast that it must be seen to be believed: Periyapalayam Bhavani Amman. The town of Periyapalayam carries its story in its very name. Periyapalayam means the Great Army Camp, the large military settlement. According to local tradition, the goddess came here with her armies and established herself on this riverbank, and the town grew around her sacred presence. The Arni river flows through this town, and on its western bank stands the temple of Bhavani Amman. The great sage Sadasiva performed intense penance here and obtained divine boons. He caused sacred waterfalls to enter a pond that then joined with other streams to form the Kataru, which eventually became the Arni river. The goddess chose to establish herself on the banks of this sacred river that a sage's penance had formed. Now to the story at the heart of this temple. A story that connects this small town near Chennai to one of the most dramatic moments in the Bhagavata Purana. In the Dwapara Yuga, the demon king Kamsa had imprisoned his own sister Devagi and her husband Vasudeva. A divine voice had prophesied that Devagi's 8th child would be the cause of Kamsa's death. In his terror, Kamsa killed every child born to Devagi. 6 children killed one by their own uncle. When the time came for the 7th and 8th children, Lord Vishnu himself arranged a divine exchange. On the night that Krishna was born to Devagi in the prison, Maya Devi, the divine feminine force of cosmic illusion, was born to Yashoda in Gokul. Vasudeva carried the infant Krishna through the stormy night, crossing the Yamuna river that parted to give way to Gokul. He placed the infant boy beside Yashoda and brought the infant girl Maya Devi back to the prison. Kamsa, told that the 8th child had been born, rushed to the prison. He saw it was a girl and for a moment was relieved. But as he lifted the infant and dashed her against the stone to kill her, the child flew from his hands. She rose into the sky in her full divine form, blazing with divine weapons in 8 arms: conch, chakra, sword, trident, noose, bow, arrow. And she spoke directly to Kamsa. She said, "The child who will destroy you has already been born safely. He is growing up elsewhere. Your death is coming. There is nothing you can do." And having delivered that warning, the divine feminine force who could not be killed, who escaped the demon king's hands and delivered the cosmic truth to his face. She chose where she would dwell on earth. She came south. She crossed the plains of Tamil Nadu. She chose the banks of the Aadi river at Periyapalayam. And she established herself here as Bhavani, the divine mother, the life giver, the one who cannot be destroyed, the sister of Lord Krishna himself. Devotees at this temple understand her identity with absolute clarity. She is not merely a village goddess or a local deity. She is Yogamaya, the cosmic divine feminine who participated in the most important divine incarnation in history. She is Krishna's sister, and she chose this riverbank as her eternal home. There is also the local story of how the idol was discovered. A merchant from Andhra was travelling through this region when he made camp near Periyapalayam. In the night, a vision came to him. Bhavani Amman herself appeared and told him, "I am here, find me, build me a temple." The merchant woke and found, near the spot where he had rested, a thorn bush. When the thorns were cleared, the earth was disturbed. Beneath a section of the bush, blood was seeping from the ground. And within the earth, the Swayambhu form of the goddess, the self-emerged idol, was found. She had emerged on her own from the sacred earth of this riverbank. A temple was built at that spot. And the Swayambhu idol at the heart of this temple is that same divine form, untouched by human hands in its creation, born from the earth itself. The temple stands on the western bank of the Aadi river, about 1 kilometer from the Periyapalayam bus terminus. The temple has been renovated in recent years, and the goddess blazes with a radiance that devotees describe as almost difficult to face directly. When you enter the temple, the first deity you encounter is Sri Arpuda Shakti Vinayagar, the miraculous power Ganesha, in his own separate sanctum. Beside him is the shrine of Sri Sarvashakti Madangi Amman, Madangi being one of the 10 Mahavidyas, the cosmic wisdom goddesses. These two presences, Vinayagar and Madangi, frame the approach to the main goddess. In the main sanctum, Bhavani Amman stands in her full divine form. Her upper right hand holds the Shakti weapon. Her upper left hand holds the Sudarshan Chakra. Her lower right hand holds a sword. And her lower left hand holds the Amrut Kalasam, the vessel of immortal nectar. Devotees say that within this Kapala, this skull vessel, are contained the three cosmic goddesses, Kalayarasi, Alayarasi and Malayarasi. The destroyer of time, the destroyer of waves, and the destroyer of mountains. All three contained within the vessel held in the mother's hand. The goddess's eyes blaze with what devotees describe as a 1,000-watt radiance. Those who enter the sanctum say you need to prepare yourself for the intensity of her divine gaze. Outside the main sanctum, the Urchava, the processional idol of the goddess, sits in a beautifully decorated throne, welcoming devotees. Kungumam and sacred tirtham are offered as prasadam. And this tirtham, devotees say, has the power to cure many ailments of the body. In the outer prakaram are shrines for Sri Subramanyar, Sri Srinivasa Perumal with Mahalakshmi, Anjaneyar, Sri Parsuramar, one of the 10 avatars of Lord Vishnu, and the Naga Sannidhi. This is a temple that holds the entire sacred family within one complex. Shakti, Vishnu, Shiva's son, the great devotee Hanuman, and the sacred serpent. Now to the practice that makes Periyapalayam Bhavani Amman temple completely unlike any other temple in Tamil Nadu, and one of the most extraordinary vow fulfillment traditions in all of South India. The neem tree is considered the very form of Bhavani Amman. At this temple, the goddess herself is understood to be present in every neem leaf. And the most distinctive vow here, the one that draws lakhs of devotees, is the Vaibhanjala, the neem leaf garment. When a devotee makes a vow to the goddess for healing from a disease, for liberation from an affliction, for a marriage to be restored, for a problem to be solved, they promise to return to the temple and wear neem leaves as their clothing, not as decoration, as garment. The entire body covered in fresh neem leaves strung together, worn as a complete outfit, and the devotee circumambulates the temple 3 times in this sacred neem leaf dress. The neem leaf is both a medicine and a sacred substance. Ancient texts describe neem as one of the most powerful healing plants known to the subcontinent, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, and deeply purifying. When devotees wrap their bodies in neem leaves and circumambulate the temple, they are simultaneously fulfilling a sacred vow and being enveloped in the goddess's own healing substance. Other vows at this temple include Anga Pradachinam, rolling around the temple perimeter in prostration, which is permitted from 5 am to 9 am. The Garagam, the sacred pot carried on the head in devotion, can be done from 5 am to 12 noon. Tonsuring, the offering of hair, is another common vow fulfillment here. And the Pongal facility, with 200 stoves available, allows devotees to cook the sacred rice offering on the premises. The temple runs a 10-week festival every year, beginning from the first Saturday of the Tamil month of Aadi. The festival continues for 10 weeks, including Saturdays and Sundays, with special celebrations on each of the 4 Aadi Fridays. The Aadi Fridays are the most extraordinary days. These are the days when the highway from Chennai becomes a river of humanity. Lakhs of devotees walking barefoot from before dawn, some carrying kargam pots on their heads, some wearing neem leaves, some chanting, all moving toward Periyapalayam. On Aadi Fridays, the temple opens at 5 am and the crowds begin forming hours before. The Vepanjala ritual, neem leaf circumambulation, be available from 5 am to 12 noon and 4 pm to 6 pm on ordinary days. Friday Abhishekam is particularly sacred here, performed with flowers, milk, curd, honey, sandalwood paste and fragrant substances. And the 108-pot Abhishekam on special Fridays is considered one of the most spiritually powerful rituals at this temple. The Avani month. August-September is the second great festival season, particularly Avani Sundays and Avani Fridays, when the goddess worship tradition continues from Aadi. Periyapalayam Bhavani Amman temple is located at Periyapalayam, approximately 45 kilometers north of Chennai on the Chennai-Kolkata National Highway near Red Hills in Tiruvallur district of Tamil Nadu. The temple is situated on the banks of the Arni river in a town that the goddess herself chose. A river bank sacred since the penance of sage Sadasiv, where divine water became the Katar and then the Arani. That is the story of Periyapalayam Bhavani Amman temple, where Lord Krishna's sister chose a Tamil riverbank as her eternal home after escaping a demon king's hands, where a sage's penance formed the river on whose bank she dwells, where a merchant's divine dream led to the Swayambhu discovery, and where every Aadi, Friday lakhs of people wrapped in neem leaves and walking barefoot prove that faith, when it is real, moves mountains and fills highways. The Tamil saying about this goddess is unambiguous. Edu poithalum Periyapalayattal arul poikadu. No matter what fails in this world, the grace of the goddess of Periyapalayam never fails. Which temple should we visit next in Sthala Puranam? Subscribe to Sthala Puranam for more divine temple stories.